Hello there, everybody, and welcome to a little Rat Lab Quickie. This is more of a first impression sort of thing rather than a normal review, both because I haven't been able to get my hands on the physical product for this game, as well as the fact that, as some of you may know, I had a seizure recently, and so my tongue has been rather swollen, if you couldn't tell from the way I'm talking. Now, Uh, so things may sound a little iffy, but I just really wanted to get this out there. What is this? Well, it's the Ultraman card game, and personally, if I want to get my opinion out there, just right out the gate, if we want to just say where I'm standing here, I'm a big fan. I really like it. I think it's really fun. I think it has a lot of potential for growth. And I just really hope that Tsuburaya gets their distribution handled because I really, really, really want to see more stores running events for this game. And I want to be able to get my hands on proper product for this game, you know? Now, how does it work? Well, to give you a basic rundown, as you can see from this little test game that I've got going, that I ran with one of my friends before. All the footage of that game unfortunately got destroyed because the rendering got corrupted and I lost all of it, so oh well. But essentially, the way it works is each cards that face each other are facing off against each other in a sort of one-on-one battle. And whoever wins three battles in a single round wins the whole game. And that's the idea. So you are playing a combination of ultras and monsters and upgrading them as the game progresses to make them stronger against your opponent in an attempt to get that 3 out of 5 win. And yes, it's 3 out of 5, as I have found out that 5 is the maximum number of characters you can have on the board at any given time. You augment them with abilities, and you use things like scene cards to add extra abilities on top of that. And you're following, nope, nope, zoom in, and you're following this little turn phase tracker every turn. So you start, you draw, you set a scene card in the middle if you are the lead player, and assuming you are capable of doing so. You set a character card face down like so. Your opponent then does the same. You can level up any other characters you have set, and then both of you flip your cards over. You activate effects, and then once all effects have been activated and all the level ups have been done, you enter the judgment phase where you figure out who has more power than who and determine, who wins how many battles. And if there's no winner, if nobody's won the best 3 out of 5, then you go on to the next turn and you just keep doing it over and over until somebody wins. And that's the basic gameplay loop of it, really. There's not much in terms of complicated gameplay right now, and that's mainly because the card game is brand new. So, as you'll see here, you get like, oh, when this one enters play, it gives, plus 1000 to their BP, which is their power. Or another one which is like this arc here, where when it enters play, it searches the deck for a card, and you can put that in your hand. Or this Blazar, which gives a buff to its BP grade, which means it goes from 5000 to 9000 if the opponent that it's facing has the armed type, which is this thing right here. Which in this case is not true. Ultraman Gaia here is a power type, but you get the idea. And those are pretty much the basic sorts of those are like the basic 3 kinds of power ability things that the cards have right now, at least most of them. And scenes do very similar things as well, except scenes are specific to a type of Ultra, in the sense of like this card for Smiles, it is unique to Trigger. So this one only works if you have a card that is an Ultraman Trigger. That kind of thing. That's sort of how it works right now. Again, it makes a lot of sense for a card game that is just starting out, but we'll have to see how things develop as time moves forward. So, yeah, that's about it. Overall, I still find it very fun, very enjoyable. I see a lot of potential. And I think it's a really great way of simulating the Ultraman show, really. I think it's a really cool way of sort of having two people simulate an episode of an Ultraman show by having characters duke it out one on one and power up over time and stuff. I think it's really cool. So, yeah, I'd say be on the lookout for this, and who knows? Hopefully, this will go somewhere. As for future content, uh, it may take a bit longer than usual simply because I'm still, at the very least, my tongue is still recovering from the whole seizure thing. I'm on Tylenol right now, which is why I'm able to talk like this. But either way, I hope to see you all relatively soon. So, yeah. This has been the Ratman, and I will see you all later. And lastly, a special thank you shout out to Turtle Taco, Sunmingo, Scarlet, Mike Uniturtle, Dizerat, and Reese. Thank you for the support.